Hello friends, it's October 12th and it's cold and grey and dark outside. I'm wearing a hoodie. Sad times. Sad hoodie. Now that the Northern Hemisphere summer is well and truly behind us, and even those bonus summery-ish days of September are well and truly gone, I wanted to make this little video to address exactly that. The new season. I'm super contemplative at this time of year, and so if you're trying to put a full stop on what's just been in your life and trying to look ahead for the next season ahead, I hope I can share some thoughts that might resonate. And if you're in the Southern Hemisphere and summer is just beginning for you, well, there's no need to show off. You can just sit there and be quiet.
Aye, mate. What's a good word?
So, how was your summer? Was it life-changing? Best summer ever? Unless you're one of those weird winter-loving people, I think we're all guilty of putting huge seasonal pressure on summer, on the time of year we think will unshakably deliver us the goods. This year, personally, it's been a good summer for me. I don't know if it's been the best summer ever, like I have no objective scorecard for comparison. I can't dunk on you with undeniable achievements like conquering the world, falling in love, getting 150 YouTube subscribers, and yet, for most of this season gone, I couldn't help but shake the feeling many times in the moment, the freaking exquisite feeling that we are so back. And that's what I want to talk about in this video today. So, if you'll indulge me. As far as I can clumsily tell, this summer was good for me because it was simple. It was prioritized. It was intentional. To take you back a little bit, back in May, as the weather started to warm up out of the rubbish that is London's bottomless bucket of winter slop, like, ugh, gross, the familiar pressure in my mind welled up. Oh my God, summer, here we go. What am I gonna do this year? How am I gonna make it incredible? And predictably, in prior summers gone, that pattern would leave me like overwhelmed, drowning with endless FOMO, pulling myself in too many directions, and guaranteed to feel that no matter what I ended up actually doing, it felt wasted, not lived to its full potential. So what changed this year? Well, this summer, at the very start, I made the conscious choice to not care about results, appearances, even goals, and instead just aggressively focused on prioritizing doing only the things that I genuinely want to be doing, the things I genuinely care about on a day-to-day basis. And that's pretty much it. A big kickstart for this was starting to make videos again at the very start of the summer. Daily videos, in fact. You may have watched a few of them. Good times, great classic hits. A challenge that came and went and had no result or goal. I just saw it as an exercise to quiet the noise and show up each day to do something personal and real for me, despite the attention vacuum of a standard modern adult life with a full-time job and blah, 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 blah. In my experience, this silly little challenge yielded 3 lessons. 1, prioritize what you actually give a toss about. 2, if you do show up for that priority every day, you are rewarded with the beautiful feeling of internal alignment and forward momentum. And 3, if you just keep doing that, just keep showing up, then life gets simple. Everything else falls into place, the noise settles, it's just you and the things that matter to you. Now look, I know these aren't hot takes, and like anything in the world of self-help, we all know these things theoretically, but I do think that they are all very much easier said than done. And if I'm being honest, I've long struggled with these kind of things and have more felt that life has often been flipped and lived the other way around, instead treating each day as a game of survival. Like, what do I have to do manically today just to avoid or placate discomfort, pain, conflict, judgment, all of these self-conditioned threats? The quiet, deeper voice of what we genuinely want is tossed in the basement because we freak out that we just don't have the time to climb down and shine a light on it. Maybe today, maybe next summer. I've long had this visualization for what I'm trying to say here. You can tell me if it's a shitty metaphor or not. All right, imagine you are in a room by yourself, like a square room, 4 walls, standard box stuff. You sit in the center. In this room, the walls around you are slowly but inevitably closing in towards you. Sorry about that. You clearly don't want to be crushed. Getting crushed sucks. I get it. So what do? Well, it seems to me like you have 2 choices. Choice 1 is to just stay where you are. You stay seated, you crawl up into a ball, and you wait for those walls to come towards you. And right as they are pressed up against your limbs, you stiffen up and try to hold them back. Eyes closed, head bowed, desperately defending yourself. And you do hold them back. You're pretty resourceful when you're on the verge of being smushed. But that's all you ever do. You just cling to survival, enveloped by a life that is suffocating and threatening. The room is small, the air is sparse, the experience is dire. But choice 2 is as you see those walls come in, you jump up, you scan around for a second, and then you start running towards one of those walls. And when you reach it, with the momentum and strength behind you, you push. And you find it actually retreats, like the wall falls back. Like, hey, if I push, the walls fall back. If I try, things get better. More intentional effort equals more peace. Now that's not to say that the walls won't stop coming in, and yeah, just like the inevitabilities of time, change, whatever is constantly unpredictable. But you get to decide what happens next, whether you see this room as a threat to recoil from or a stage to dance on. This summer, I think I just tried more, but only on the things that I actually care about. I let go of immediate expectations and results and let go of anything else that falls outside of that. Like, go away, I'm pushing walls over here. Go bother someone else.
You gotta let me fly!
More specifically, I made some videos because they make me feel good. I focused on the people already in my life I like and even love. Oh, sentimental moment. I also put myself out there way more to meet new people. I remembered I'm the kind of guy who feeds off that kind of thing to feel alive. I kind of forgot all about that for a second there. Like, what the fuck? I also cleared the slate on a lot of stuff. A lot of baggage I was carrying around in my personal life for years. Like, go do therapy. It's good gear. Just shut up and do it.
I'm sorry, babe. I didn't mean that.
I started again on improving my physical health with a much more consistent, realistic, humbling exercise routine, the kind that sticks. And in all of the above, I let go of the robotic, binary conceptualization of a good versus bad trajectory of personal development. So yeah, I drank, I partied, I lived the good life when I felt like it was there to be lived in that moment. You're goddamn right. These all may sound like obvious or corny self-care things to you, but for me, they have to be intentional, repeated, consistent, active decisions that are made on a daily basis. Starting with the premise, the choice to believe that the world is inherently good, that life is inherently worth living, and that to live honestly for ourselves and for those around us is a universal gift, a beautiful privilege to those lucky buggers of us to have it in our grasps while we still do. And to wrap this up, a bit of a life update from my end. After nearly 7 years of living here in this city, in London, I'm leaving. I'm moving. I'm out. It's time for a new chapter in a new part of the world. More to come on all of that. But for now, I just want to say that this is the exact kind of thing that I'm also talking about. The choice to be open to what's new, what's next, to embrace risks, to confront threats, but really ultimately kind of realize that those perceived risks or threats that we see out there, those walls closing in on us in that room that we think we're in, are illusions. They are constructs. They hold no real weight, and they do not get to dictate how we live our lives if we decide they don't. For all of the very valid risk and uncertainty and volatility of life in 2025, I reckon that we still call the shots. We get to conclude for our own lives that there's really not that much to be afraid of out there. And so, if that is true, then what's next? We are so back. All right, that's all I got. It's good to see you again. I know I can't see you, but you can see me, so we're like halfway there. All right, see you soon. Bye-bye.